Welcome back, Scouts, for Activity 29, Journey for Scout. Hemp Hill, Camino Real, Blanco Vista Elementary, and all others are welcome.
For more fun activities at home, visit our YouTube channel, Sacred Springs Scout Reach. Please join me in the Scout Oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Please join me in the Scout law. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
The Cub Scout sign. Tell what it means. Make the sign with your right hand. Hold your arm straight up. The two raised fingers stand for the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. The fingers look like the sharp ears of the wolf, ready to listen to a Kayla. Remember that a Kayla means good leader to a Cub Scout. Your mother or father or guardian is a Kayla. So is your Cub Master or your den leader. At school, your teacher is a Kayla.
Say the Cub Scout motto. Tell what it means. The Cub Scout motto is do your best. A motto is a guiding principle and a rule for living. Do your best means trying your hardest, not just a little bit. Do your best all the time. Do your best in school and at home. Do your best when you play a game and help your team. Do your best as you work on your rank adventures. Snapshot of adventure. Most Americans have ancestors who came here from other parts of the world, but American Indians have always been here, or at least they've been here since around 12,000 BC, which is a long, long time ago. American Indian culture is an important part of our country's traditions. In this adventure, you will learn about American Indian tribes in your area and about customs like crafts, music, and dancing. You'll also get a chance to make some of these traditions your own.
Requirement 1. Learn about the history and culture of American Indians who lived in your area at the time of European colonization. When Christopher Columbus first came to North America in 1492, people had already been living here for tens of thousands of years. These American Indians lived off the land, planting crops and hunting for food. They also did some pretty amazing things, like building huge pyramids in Mexico, developing new types of crops, and inventing the number 0. Why are the native peoples of the United States often called American Indians? At first, Christopher Columbus thought he'd sailed all the way around the world and reached India. Groups of American Indians with similar family backgrounds and cultures are referred to as tribes, and there are many of them. Today, the United States government recognizes more than 500 tribes. Every tribe is unique, but history and customs are very important to all of them. For this requirement, see what you can learn about the American Indians who lived in your area before the European explorers arrived. Did they stay in one place or move around all the time? Did they hunt, fish, or grow crops? Were they peaceful or warlike? Do they still have a presence in your part of the country? Do any cities or rivers in your area have names based on their words? My American Indian neighbors, one tribe that lived or lives in my area, and what I learned about them. Tell what you found out that they did, where they lived, what they ate, things like that.
Requirement 2. Write a legend. A legend is a story that is passed down from generation to generation. Some legends tell about famous characters like King Arthur or people like Pocahontas. Others explain why things are a certain way. American Indian tribes have legends that they have preserved for thousands of years. Here is a legend from the Cherokee tribe that explains how the Milky Way came to be. Once upon a time, there weren't many stars in the sky in those days. People grew a lot of corn, which they dried and turned into cornmeal. One day, the people in a Cherokee village discovered that something had stolen some of their cornmeal. They saw dog prints around the bag. The prints were huge, far too big to be from an ordinary dog. The elders of the village said it must be a spirit dog. That night, the people all got together to guard their cornmeal. After darkness fell, the spirit dog swooped down from the sky and stole some cornmeal. The villagers chased the dog away with noisemakers and loud shouts. It ran out of the village, up a hill, and leaped into the sky. As it flew across the sky, kernels of cornmeal fell out of its mouth and became the stars of the Milky Way. For this requirement, make up your own legend. It could explain how something came to be, like the Cherokee story does, or it could be based on something that happened in your family a long time ago. It could even describe how a character you admire visited your town.
Requirement 3. Make a dream catcher. Long ago, the Ojibwe people created dream catchers to hang over the beds of people who were sleeping, especially children. They believed that the night air held dreams, both good ones and bad ones. The dream catcher would let good dreams get through to the sleepers. Bad dreams would be caught in the dream catcher's web and would disappear at daybreak. Other tribes adopted the dream catcher. Today, many people see the dream catcher as a symbol of American Indians across the country. A dream catcher has 3 main parts: a round ring, a web of thread that looks like a spider's web, and feathers. You can imagine good dreams sliding down the feathers onto the sleeper. Dream catcher. Materials and tools: paper plate, scissors, about 7 feet of yarn, hole punch, beads, feathers. Instructions: 1. Using the scissors, cut out the center of the plate so you have a ring that's about 2 inches wide. 2. Using the hole punch, punch holes every inch or so around the ring. 3. Cut a piece of yarn about 5 feet long. Tie one end of the yarn to one of the holes you just made. Run the other end through one of the holes on the other side of the ring and pull it snug, but not so snug that it warps the ring. 4. Keep weaving the yarn between all the holes. Along the way, you can string beads onto the yarn if you like. 5. When you get to the end of the yarn, tie it off in the nearest hole. 6. Cut 3 pieces of yarn 5 inches long. Tie a feather to one end of each piece. Tie the other end of each piece to a hole on the bottom of the ring. Punch extra holes if you need to. 7. Cut one more piece of yarn about 5 inches long. Run it through a hole at the top of the ring and tie it in a knot to form a loop. Use this loop to hang your dream catcher on the wall or from the ceiling. Have fun!
Scout Shop located at 12500 North I-35, Austin, Texas 78753. Prepare yourself to become a Scout.
Merit badges you can earn. A peek into the Scout Shop.
Requirement 1. Boys and girls can prepare themselves to become a Scout by completing all of the items below. A. Repeat from memory the Scout Oath, Scout Law, Scout Motto, and Scout Slogan. In your own words, explain their meanings to your den leader, parent, or guardian. B. Explain what Scout Spirit is. Describe for your den leader, parent, or guardian some ways you have shown Scout Spirit by practicing the Scout Oath, Scout Law, Scout Motto, and Scout Slogan. C. Give the Scout sign, salute, and handshake. Explain when they should be used. D. Describe the first class Scout badge and tell what each part stands for. Explain the significance of the first class Scout badge. E. Repeat from memory the outdoor code. In your own words, explain what the outdoor code means to you. Scout Oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout Law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. If you've been in Cub Scouting very long, you have heard the Scout Oath. As a Scout, however, it becomes more of a big deal. Have you ever made a cross my heart promise? The Scout Oath is sort of like that, but it's a lot more serious. When you become a Scout, you promise to live by the Scout Oath. And if you're like most Scouts, you'll keep living by the Scout Oath for the rest of your life. But what do the words really mean? On my honor, I will do my best. Your honor is your reputation, what you are deep inside. When you promise on your honor to do something, you're putting your whole self into that promise. But you don't have to be perfect. You just have to do your best. To do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout Law. As a Scout, your first job is to serve your Creator in the ways your parents and faith leaders have taught you. Next comes your country. Countless men and women have worked and fought and even died to make the United States a great country. You can help make it even greater. Like our country, Scouting has some rules to follow. Those rules are found in the Scout Law, which every Scout promises to obey. To help other people at all times. You can make the world a better place by helping people in need. That means big things like working on service projects and little things like reaching out to classmates at school who are having trouble. To keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. You can't do your duty and help other people if you aren't taking care of yourself. You stay physically strong when you exercise, eat right, and avoid things that can damage your body. You stay mentally awake when you study and learn and ask questions. You stay morally straight when you are honest in your actions, clean in your thoughts and speech, and faithful in your religious duties. A Scout is loyal. When you say the Scout Oath, you make a promise to be loyal to your country and the people who are important to you.
Scout Law. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Some groups have thick books of rules you have to follow. Scouting is different. The most important rules you need to follow are found in the Scout Law, which is so short that you can memorize it. Trustworthy. A scout tells the truth. He is honest and he keeps his promises. People can depend on him. Loyal. A scout is true to his family, friends, scout leaders, school, and country. Helpful. A scout cares about other people. He happily helps others without expecting a reward. Friendly. A scout is a friend to all and a brother to every other scout. He offers friendship to people of all races and nations, and he respects people even if their beliefs and customs are different from his. Courteous. A scout is polite to everyone, regardless of their age or position. He knows that using good manners makes it easier for people to get along. Kind. A scout knows there is strength in being gentle. He treats others the way he would like to be treated. He does not harm or kill any living thing without reason. Obedient. A scout follows the rules of his family, school, and troop. He obeys the laws of his community and country. If he thinks a rule or law is unfair, he tries to have it changed in an orderly manner instead of disobeying it. Cheerful. A scout looks on the bright side of life. He cheerfully does tasks that come his way. He tries to make other people happy. Thrifty. A scout works to pay his way and to help others. He saves for the future and uses time and property carefully. He protects and conserves natural resources. Brave. A scout can face danger even if he is afraid. He has the courage to stand for what he thinks is right, even if others laugh at him or threaten him. Clean. A scout keeps his body and mind fit. He chooses friends who live by high standards. He keeps his home and community clean. Reverent. A scout is reverent toward God. He is faithful in his religious duties. He respects the beliefs of others.
Scout Motto. Be prepared. What's a motto? It's a short phrase that describes a person or a group's guiding principle. The Scout motto is, be prepared. Somebody once asked Robert Baden-Powell, the founder of Scouting, exactly what Scouts should be prepared for. Why, for any old thing, BP said. That's the idea behind the Scout motto. It means you're ready to do your duty as a Scout at any time. Do your teachers ever give pop quizzes? My uncle says life is one big pop quiz. That's why you always need to be prepared. Scout slogan. Do a good turn daily. What's a slogan? It's a short statement of a goal you want to reach. The Scout slogan is do a good turn daily. A good turn is an act of kindness, something you do to help another person. It doesn't have to be big, but it should be something beyond what's expected of you. Doing your chores doesn't count as a good turn. Doing your brother's chores does. Scout spirit. Scout spirit is an attitude that sets Scouts apart from other people. It's hard to define Scout spirit, but it's easy to see it in action. When you live by the Scout oath, Scout law, Scout motto, and Scout slogan, every day you are showing Scout spirit. Scout sign. The Scout sign is a universal symbol of Scouts. To make it, hold up the 3 middle fingers of your right hand and cover the nail of your little finger with your thumb. Hold your elbow at a right angle and stand up straight. You're a Scout. The Scout sign is used to get people's attention. When you see a leader holding up the Scout sign, get quiet and hold up the Scout sign too. Pretty soon, everybody in the room will do the same. Scout salute. The Scout salute is used to salute the United States flag. You can also use it to salute other Scouts and leaders. To make the salute, form the Scout sign with your right hand. Then bring your hand up, palm down, so your forefinger touches the brim of your hat or the tip of your right eyebrow. If you are not in uniform, salute the flag by placing your right hand over your heart. Scout handshake. Unlike most people, Scouts shake hands with their left hands. The left hand is closer to the heart, so the Scout handshake symbolizes friendship. It's a special handshake shared by millions of Scouts around the world. According to a story Baden-Powell told, some warriors he met in Africa shook with their left hand. To do that, they had to put down their shields, thus showing trust in the people they were greeting.
The First Class Scout Badge. The Scout Badge is an important symbol of the Boy Scouts of America. Scouts in other countries have their own badges that look similar. Fleur-de-lis. The basic shape of the Scout Badge is the fleur-de-lis, the French word for iris flower. Its center point is shaped like the north arrow on an old compass. The three main parts, like the three raised fingers of the Scout sign, stand for the three parts of the Scout oath: duty to God and country, duty to others, and duty to self. The two stars symbolize truth and knowledge. They also represent Scouting's outdoor adventures. Scroll. The scroll at the bottom displays the Scout motto. The ends are turned up like a smile, as a reminder that Scouts smile as they do their duty. Eagle and shield. The Scout badge includes the emblem of the United States of America, representing freedom and a Scout's willingness to defend that freedom. Knot. The knot below the scroll is a reminder to do a good turn daily.
The Outdoor Code. As an American, I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners, be careful with fire, be considerate in the outdoors, and be conservation-minded. The Scout Law talks about how you should live as a Scout at all times. The Outdoor Code explains how you should live in the outdoors. Take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. Being clean in your outdoor manners means taking care of the places you camp and hike and cleaning up after those who make a mess. Being careful with fire means preventing forest fires. Being considerate in the outdoors means respecting the plants, animals, and humans you encounter in the woods. Being conservation-minded means not wasting natural resources. As a Scout, you have a special responsibility to take care of the natural areas you enjoy. By living by the Outdoor Code, you can help make sure future Scouts can enjoy nature just as much as you do. The Camper Adventure tells you more about how to take care of the environment.
Requirement 2. Visit a Scout troop meeting with your den members, leaders, and parent or guardian. After the meeting, do the following. A. Describe how the Scouts in the troop provide its leadership. B. Describe the 4 steps of Scout advancement. C. Describe ranks in Scouting and how they are earned. D. Describe what merit badges are and how they are earned. As part of this adventure, you will visit a Scout troop meeting. You will even visit the meetings of more than one troop so you can see how they are different and which one you want to join. The troop you visit may be charted to the same organization as your Cub Scout pack and may even meet right down the hall from your den. If so, you'll see a lot of familiar faces. But you may visit a troop in a different part of town where you don't know anybody. That can be a little scary, but don't worry. Some of the Scouts you'll meet were Webelo's Scouts not long ago. Inside a troop meeting, Troop meetings are a lot different from the den and pack meetings you're used to attending, so you may not know exactly what's going on at first. In fact, you may not even think the scouts know what's going on. They really do, however. So what is going on? Here's what a typical troop meeting looks like. First, the senior patrol leader, he's the top elected leader, calls the troop to order using the scout sign. One of the patrols, they're sort of like dens, leads a flag ceremony, and everybody recites the Pledge of Allegiance or Scout Oath and Scout Law. Next, one of the older scouts, or maybe an adult leader, teaches the group a skill like how to navigate using a compass. After the scouts practice that skill for a while, they break up into patrols. One patrol might work on advancement requirements, another might decorate its patrol flag, and a third might make plans for an upcoming patrol hike. During this time, and really during the whole meeting, individual scouts may be running around working on advancement, doing their troop jobs, or meeting with the scoutmaster. After the patrol meetings, everybody comes back together to play a game. This may be a game just for fun, or it may give the scouts a chance to practice the skill they learned earlier. For example, they might navigate a compass course out in the parking lot. Finally, the whole troop gets back together for the closing ceremony. The senior patrol leader makes a few announcements. The scoutmaster gives some words of wisdom, called a scoutmaster's minute. The patrol that led the flag ceremony retrieves the colors, and just like that, the meeting is over. A scout is obedient. One way you can show obedience is by paying attention to your patrol leader and senior patrol leader. Who runs the troop? You can identify the youth leaders by the badges of office they wear on their left sleeves. Adult leaders also wear badges of office. When you visit a troop meeting, look for these leaders. Senior patrol leader leads the troop. Assistant senior patrol leader supports the senior patrol leader. Troop guide helps a patrol of young scouts, much like a den chief helps a Cub Scout den. Quartermaster takes care of the troop's equipment. Scribe takes care of the troop's records. Instructor teaches skills. Patrol leader leads a patrol. Assistant patrol leader assists the patrol leader. Scoutmaster coaches the senior patrol leader and other youth leaders. Assistant Scoutmaster supports the Scoutmaster.
The first rank you'll earn as a Boy Scout is the Scout rank, which you earn by completing the Boy Scout joining requirements. As you complete this adventure, you will be learning all the requirements for earning your Scout rank. After earning the Scout rank, you work through 6 other ranks: Tenderfoot, Second Class, First Class, Star, Life, and Eagle Scout. Only about 5 in every 100 scouts become Eagle Scouts, so it's a really big deal. To become an Eagle Scout, you have to master basic skills in camping, first aid, nature study, and more. Earn 21 merit badges. Serve your troop as a leader. Serve your community through service projects, including a big one you plan and lead yourself. That's a lot of work, but you have your whole time as a Boy Scout to complete it. Many adults look back at earning their Eagle and realize that it set them on a path for success in life. You may find a lifelong hobby or career from your work toward earning your Eagle Scout Award. In Cub Scouting, you've worked on most of your advancement requirements together as a den. In Boy Scouting, you work at your own pace, especially after the first year. Some scouts earn the Eagle Scout Award earlier than others, but it must be earned by the scout's 18th birthday. The choice is yours. Merit badges. Merit badges are awards you can earn as a Boy Scout for learning about a specific topic. There are more than 130 different merit badges, but most Scouts earn maybe 20 or 30. Once you become a first-class Scout, you must earn merit badges to advance in rank.
Requirement 4A. Use a secret code using numbers to send a message to one of your den members or your den leader. Have that person send a message back to you. Be sure you both use the same code numbers. What would you do if you had to send a secret message to someone else? A message that no one else should know? You could make up a secret code using math and use a different number for each letter. Then, if someone doesn't know the code, they can't read your message. People who have to send secret messages do just that. That's another reason to know math, so you can send secret messages or crack someone else's code. You can find lots of cool codes online, with a parent's permission, and in books. Look for beginner codes that use numbers and then teach the code to one of your den members or your den leader. Send a message in code to the person and see if you can read the message they send back to you. Find the hidden message. You can pause the video while you write down your answer. Each number represents a letter. Use the code on the left of the paper below.
Continue your adventure with a troop near you. Visit beascout.org. Join us for more scouting activities. Visit our YouTube channel, Sacred Springs Scout Reach. If you are interested in joining a pack near you, visit beascout.scouting.org.